Hello, and welcome to the Sherry K. Hoff Show. Sherry here, and this is where we talk about living joyfully in your life and business. So I'm so excited about my guest here today. I feel like we have a real soul connection. We've got that, high vibey, inner peace kind of thing going on. So I'm really excited to be talking to her. I want to tell you about her. Kelly Moser she has the business Kelly Moser Coaching and Consulting. And she is an aligned success coach and consultant for big-hearted entrepreneurs who want to build paradigm-shifting legacies with ease and joy. She's a former corporate and startup strategist and operator who underwent a life-changing spiritual awakening on her healing journey through PTSD. She now combines grounded spirituality, neuroscience, and strategy in her work and is passionate about helping every leader find the most aligned approach for them. She lives in New York City with her husband-to-be and her sweet and anxious rescue dog. Hi, Kelly. It's so great to have you here. How are you?
Sherry, thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor. I'm doing really, really well. I'm so grateful to be able to connect with you. And when I found your show, it felt like an instant soul connection for me too. So I'm just thrilled to be here. Thank you.
Oh, that's so great. I was just thinking about your anxious rescue dog. We have an anxious rescue dog too.
Do you?
Yeah, we've had her for 3 years now. We got her as a puppy, but she almost didn't make it. Before we got her, she had parvo. She had everything you could imagine. And she's just the best dog now. And I can't imagine life without her. So gotta love those rescue dogs.
They're the best. They all have their quirks, but they give you the most love. They're just so happy to be loved. It's so sweet.
Yeah, I think ours, the only way that you can tell is she's a little bit reactive, so we're trying to get her out of that. But I don't know, something really traumatic must have happened in the first few weeks of her life.
Oh,
so
poor thing.
Yeah. But
she's lucky to have you.
Yeah, we love her. So okay, let's just dive right in. I love everything that you're standing for and what you're doing. So how about if we start with talking about your healing journey?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So my dad very tragically and traumatically passed when I was just a baby, and I didn't know anything about my nervous system at the time. I didn't know, that healing requires you to be really integrated with your whole body. I didn't realize that once, even if you emotionally process something, that your body can still be very much in a dysregulated state. So I actually lived the first 20 years of my life with PTSD, and I had no idea because it was just my normal. And what else did I know? It's just, I thought everyone acted and thought and felt the same way that I did all the time. And then when I was in my early 20s, I really started to recognize that what I experienced on a day-to-day basis wasn't normal. I was experiencing levels of anxiety that I started to recognize people around me weren't experiencing. And I, decided to start investigating and healing from everything that had, happened throughout my life that I had just never, I didn't know that you were supposed to sit with your emotions. I didn't know that you were supposed to feel things as deeply and fully as you could. I was always the overachiever who was just looking to move on to the next thing. And that was my way of coping with all of my stress and anxiety, was just doing and achieving. So I got really interested in learning about my brain because I recognized that I had kind of a special brain given everything that I had experienced in my life, and started to learn about the nervous system, started to really fall in love with meditation. That was like the first relief I had my whole life, was when I started meditating, and it was just so beautiful. So I became really passionate about helping other people work through their own healing journeys, specifically using meditation as a really powerful tool for healing. And at the same time, that overachiever in me was still going. So I had a really wonderful career as a startup strategist and operator, working in the corporate world as well. And when I finally was in a place where I felt like I could make my own decisions in my life, and that my trauma and my anxiety was no longer running my life, I started my own business. And now what I do is really blend the best of both of those worlds, the spiritual side of me that loves, meditation, talk about the universe and spirit and angels and guides.
You can listen to the rest of this audio at sherrykhoff.com. That's SherryKayehOFF.com. We look forward to seeing you there.